WEN TGE. So if you're in the crypto space, you already know what the term WEN TGE means. However, if you are not in the crypto space, you have no idea what TGE means. Let me explain. Now, when there's a new project in the crypto environment, in the crypto space, in the Web3 space, right? They do something called an airdrop campaign. Now, this airdrop campaign is like a sort of is a marketing technique, is a marketing tool wherein these projects create awareness for their product, right? So they get in touch with influencers, top KOLs, key opinion leaders in the Web3 space, and then they collaborate with them. And then these top KOLs help create awareness for that product, for that idea, for that what's it called now? For that campaign, right? The airdrop campaign. Now, this usually takes maybe 2, 4 months, 3 months, 6 months, as the case may be. Now, when they are done with this campaign, they do something called token generation event, which is TGE. So this token generation event is a process of generating tokens to be shared among the community. So this community are actually those who participated. So if you participated during that time where the airdrop campaign was ongoing, so you get tokens, right? You get tokens. So when you get these tokens, when it's time for them to actually launch, you can sell them on exchanges or decentralized exchanges, and then you make your money, right? Or you can hold for a long time. But that's basically what TGE means. So when these tokens are distributed, the anticipation for them to sell, like when they are eager to sell, when community members, when you hear the term when TGE, it means the community members are asking, when are you launching this product? When are you launching this product? So that anticipation, that talks here and there, that little talk, those pocket talks here and there, is what prompted me to design this logo. So when TGE, I've explained what it means, and I've talked about it just now. Now, so the whole idea, right, is to create something that is very simple, something that is very simple, and something that resonates with the idea of WEN TGE. So when these products are offered to the community to help market, to help develop, right? You go on Twitter, you see posts, you see tweets about these products. Now, when it's time for TGE, when it's time to launch, if the projects are taking time to launch after they must have distributed their tokens, you see talks, you see Twitter spaces being held rather, to talk about the project. So those things that usually happen this time, within this time frame, are talks about when is the project going to launch, which exchanges are they listing on, are they launching on exchanges, are they launching on decentralized exchanges. So talks like that are what happens during this time. So I needed to incorporate that in the logo, right? So if you check this sketch I did, this was my initial sketch, right? The I tried to combine the I needed something to speak exactly to what the whole idea is. So if you check, I combined the sound clock, and then I combined chat icon, and then I just incorporated everything together. Now the idea was the sound clock represents. Okay, let me click and show you this. This is the rationale behind it. Sound clock or the hourglass icon, whichever. It says the hourglass represents anticipation, time, and countdown, which aligns with the idea of eagerly waiting, eagerly awaiting a token generation event, TGE. Then overlapping shape convey the idea of crypto community. So when you want to convey the idea of community togetherness, overlapping shape can do that. You overlap shapes, it conveys the idea of togetherness, unity, right? And then you have the chat icon. It says it symbolizes discussion, engagement, and real-time updates, reflecting how crypto enthusiasts frequently communicate and speculate about upcoming TGEs. This involves discussions in terms of token allocations, listing price, and also which exchange will list the token. So that's the whole idea. These are usually the things that go on that happen within that period of when TGE, when TGE. So community members are actually eager. They want to know when these tokens will be listed so that they can sell and then cash out. You know what I mean? So initially I started by just sketching and then I imported. Now, if you check this, my sketch is different from the outcome. It is usually like that. Sometimes you have an idea, you sketch it on paper. When you bring that idea to Illustrator, when you now when you now vectorize, new things start to pop up in your head. Maybe new ideas and new ways to refine it. That's what I would call it. So I started from here. Now, when I did this, it was a bit too crowded, and if you observe, this place was sort of not looking right, this angle, and the whole thing just seemed a bit too congested, if I'll say. So I wanted it to be a bit simple, and I wanted it to be simplistic, to be simple. So I did refinements, I refined and I refined. So I did that. Then I decided to try out just one part of the icon because if you check, there are two icons that were combined together, two icons. So I wanted to try how one would look like. So this is where I was trying out everything. So it's usually like that. You just try out things till you see the one which will work for you, right? So I tried. So looking at this logo, right, it's it looks like a mask of some sort. It looked like it looked like a mask, and it wasn't giving exactly what I wanted. Although the idea is still there, but for just I don't know how to put it. If you check, it looked like a mask. You see the eyes, and that was the vibe I was getting. So I needed something simple, and then that's when I decided to try just one symbol. So if you check this place, I was already I was ready to I was ready to use these two together. I was ready to do this, but then I wasn't getting it. I wasn't feeling it, so I just decided to let me clean this up. So I just decided to go for one symbol, and it actually worked. It's very simple and very just it worked perfectly, right? So if you check, I used for the typography, for the typeface, I used Poppins. Poppins was what I used. Now the idea of if you check the when is actually different. It is spelled WEN, not WH. So when people do when TG, it's actually they're actually talking about when is TGE. When is TGE, that's what it means. So I just like the idea of removing the H. I don't know why. I just like the idea of removing the H. That's what they usually do. If you go on Twitter, see when TGE, when TGE, you don't find H, you rarely find H. Those who use H are mostly maybe newbies in the crypto space. You see them adding H, but those that are OGs in the crypto space, they don't put H, just do WEN TGE, WEN TGE, and I like the phrase, so I just decided to create something for it. Yeah, and that's it, guys. If you got any value out of the video, do like to subscribe, turn on the post notification, and then we'll meet in other videos. Bye for now.